Have you ever felt that there is something special in store for you? Perhaps a great destiny that few have the chance to reach? The truth may be closer than you think. In this article, we're going to reveal 8 unmistakable signs that indicate you're one of the chosen ones. And the most surprising thing, they are signs that you would never think were important. I'm James. My own search for meaning and purpose began when I was feeling lost, longing for a deeper connection with life. On that journey, I learned that there is immense value in sharing experiences and learning from others. Now, I'm here to invite you to join this spiritual adventure. Self-knowledge is an essential journey for anyone seeking to understand their purpose in life and their role in the universe. It is the first indispensable step in discovering whether you are a chosen one, someone destined to fulfill a special mission. Self-knowledge involves deep introspection about your values, beliefs, and life purpose, serving as a beacon that illuminates the path of your existence. During my spiritual journey, I realized that the key to self-knowledge is being honest with yourself. At various times I have found myself confronted with my own shadows and lights, a process that can be uncomfortable, but is extremely liberating. I remember a specific moment when, meditating on a spiritual retreat, I was led to deeply question my motivations and fears. It was a revealing moment, where I realized that my core values were aligned with compassion, truth, and justice. I invite you to engage in this process of self-knowledge. Ask yourself, what are my deepest values? What beliefs underpin my worldview? What is my purpose in life? Don't rush to answer. Let these questions resonate within you. Meditate, write in a journal, talk to mentors or close friends who can offer an outside perspective. A classic example of self-knowledge is found in the life of Jesus, who in Matthew 4:1-11, spent 40 days in the desert to confront his temptations and fully understand his divine mission. This period of isolation and deep reflection was crucial for him to emerge with a clear understanding of his role as the Savior. In the same way, you can use the time of solitude and reflection to connect with your deepest essence. 1. Sharp intuition. The chosen and the gift of perception. Intuition is a powerful and mysterious tool that many of us possess, but which few really understand or use to its full potential. For those who feel like chosen ones, intuition is not just an occasional skill, but a constant compass that guides them on their spiritual and earthly journeys. Sharp intuition is a defining characteristic of the chosen ones, a kind of sixth sense that goes beyond the rational and logical. It is a direct connection with the divine, a channel through which we receive messages, guidance, and insights that we often cannot explain. In Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5, we are instructed, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and do not lean on your own understanding." This verse reminds us that while logic and reasoning are important, there is inestimable value in trusting the spiritual guidance we receive intuitively. The chosen ones often feel this intuition at critical moments in their lives when they need to make important decisions or face significant challenges. This intuition can manifest in various ways: a feeling in the stomach, a persistent thought, a vivid dream, or even an inner voice whispering advice. The important thing is to recognize these signs and learn to trust them. Many may wonder how to differentiate intuition from mere thoughts or desires. The answer lies in practice and experience. The more you connect with your spirituality and allow yourself to listen to and follow your intuition, the clearer it becomes. It's like a muscle that gets stronger with constant use. Jesus said in John chapter 10, verse 27, "My sheep hear my voice. I know them, and they follow me." This verse emphasizes the importance of hearing and recognizing the voice of the divine, which often manifests itself through our intuition. Furthermore, the chosen ones often find that their intuition not only guides them, but also protects them. There are countless stories of people who have avoided danger or found unexpected solutions simply by following that inexplicable feeling. This is no coincidence, but rather a manifestation of the deep connection that the chosen ones have with the spiritual plane. However, it is crucial to approach intuition with humility and discernment. Not every sensation or thought should be followed blindly. It is essential to balance intuition with wisdom and understanding. In James chapter 1 verse 5 we are encouraged, "If any of you lacks wisdom, let him ask of God, who gives to all liberally and without reproach, and it will be given to him." This verse reminds us that, as well as trusting our intuition, we should seek divine wisdom to guide our actions. Do you feel you have a keen intuition and want to learn how to make full use of it? The 21-day spiritual challenge offers daily exercises that will strengthen your spiritual connection and enhance your gift of perception. Find out more at the link in the first comment attached. Don't miss this opportunity. 2. Connecting with spirituality. The connection with spirituality is one of the deepest and most significant signs that you may be a chosen one. This connection goes beyond traditional religious practices. It is an intrinsic feeling of union with the divine, nature, and the universe. It's a state of being where you feel that there is something greater than you, something that guides, protects, and inspires you. First of all, let's understand what it means to be spiritually connected. Spiritual connection implies feeling a constant presence of the divine in your life. It's as if you were tuned into a higher frequency, where the answers to your questions and the paths to follow become clearer. This doesn't mean that you will have a life free of problems, but that you will find the strength and guidance to face them with wisdom and inner peace. This connection can manifest itself in various ways, through meditation, prayer, contemplation in nature, or even in moments of deep silence where you feel at peace. For example, when walking in a forest, you can feel an overwhelming sense of belonging and harmony with everything around you. It's as if the trees, the wind, and the birds are speaking to you in a silent but deeply understandable language. The Bible offers many examples of individuals who demonstrated a strong connection with spirituality. Moses, for example, had a profound spiritual experience on Mount Sinai, where he received the 10 Commandments. He connected with God in such an intense way that his face glowed as he descended the mountain. Exodus chapter 34, verse 29. This kind of connection is a powerful indication that you are in tune with divine purpose. Moreover, this connection is not only vertical, between you and the divine, but also horizontal, involving your relationship with nature and the universe. Feeling a spiritual connection with nature can be a sign that you are in tune with the cycle of life, realizing the interdependence of all things. When you see the beauty and sacredness in every living thing, you are actually connecting with the essence of the universe. Another crucial aspect of this connection is the feeling of unity with others. The chosen ones often feel that we are all part of the same whole, the same spiritual family. This manifests itself in attitudes of love, compassion, and respect for others. Jesus Christ exemplified this deep connection with God and humanity by preaching to love your neighbor as yourself. Matthew chapter 22, verse 39. 3. Empathy and compassion. The mark of the chosen. Empathy and compassion are profound characteristics that define the chosen ones. These qualities are not just superficial feelings, but genuine manifestations of a heart that is aligned with the divine purpose of serving and loving others. By developing these virtues, you not only confirm your spiritual role, but also light the way for those around you. Empathy is the ability to put yourself in the other person's shoes, to feel what the other person feels. It's listening with your heart, not just your ears. I remember an occasion when I was approached by someone who was going through a difficult time. Instead of just listening to her words, I tried to understand the pain behind them. This allowed me to offer advice that deeply touched his soul. I realized then that true empathy requires a spiritual connection, an openness to feeling the other person's emotions as if they were our own. Compassion, in turn, is the action that arises from this empathy. It is the sincere desire to alleviate the suffering of others. Jesus Christ, in Matthew chapter 25, verse 40, teaches us, "Truly I say to you, inasmuch as you did it to one of the least of these my brethren, you did it to me." This verse perfectly illustrates the essence of compassion. By helping our neighbor, we are also serving the divine. In my spiritual journey, I have met several people who, through compassion, have transformed their lives and the lives of others around them. I once met a man who dedicated his free time to visiting old people's homes, where he offered not only company, but also love and respect. He told me that this practice made him feel a deep connection with his spiritual mission. He was a chosen one, not by his words, but by his compassionate actions. It is important that you, as a spiritual seeker, also cultivate these qualities. Start with small actions, a smile, a word of support, a gesture of kindness. These small attitudes can have a big impact. Remember that compassion is not only about helping those you know, but also about reaching out to strangers, the marginalized, those who are often forgotten by society. What's more, sharing your experiences of empathy and compassion can inspire others to do the same. During a talk I gave, I asked the audience to share moments when they felt empathy or benefited from someone's compassion. The stories I heard were deeply touching and revealed how these virtues can change lives. I encourage you to do the same, to share your stories and listen to those of others. This exchange of experiences strengthens the spiritual community and reminds us that we are not alone on our journey. True empathy and compassion also involve forgiving and understanding human failings. We are all imperfect and often cause pain unintentionally. Learning to forgive and offer compassion even in the face of failure is a sign of spiritual maturity. As Paul said in Colossians chapter 3, verse 13, "Bear with one another, and if anyone has a complaint against another, forgive each other. As the Lord has forgiven you, so you also must forgive." 4. Synchronicities. If you notice that events and situations line up in an inexplicable way in your life, it could be a sign that you are on the right path as a chosen one. Synchronicities are events that seem to be so perfectly aligned and interconnected that they defy mere chance. These moments are often felt as a sign from the universe, a form of divine communication that guides us on our spiritual journey. When you start to notice these synchronicities in your life, it can be a strong indication that you are on the right path and possibly playing the role of a chosen one. Imagine that you are thinking of starting a new project or making a significant change in your life. Suddenly, you start to find people who share your vision or have the exact resources you need. Books, articles, or even phrases in casual conversation begin to resonate deeply with your thoughts and plans. These events are not mere coincidences. They are synchronicities pointing in a specific direction. Carl Jung, the famous psychiatrist and psychotherapist, coined the term synchronicity to describe these phenomena, suggesting that they are more than simple coincidences. They are, in fact, a manifestation of an underlying principle of connection between the individual and the universe. When you notice these synchronicities, it's as if the universe is confirming that you are aligned with your divine purpose. The scriptures also mention signs and events that guide the chosen ones. In Romans chapter 8, verse 28, we read, "We know that all things work together for good to them that love God, to them who are the called according to his purpose." Here, the idea that all things work together for good suggests that the events in our lives, however random they may seem, are in fact interconnected and serve a greater purpose. The perception of synchronicities requires a state of mindfulness and spiritual openness. Often we are so busy with our daily routines that we fail to notice these subtle signs. Practices such as meditation, prayer, and mindfulness can help increase this perception, allowing you to be more in tune with the signs of the universe. But why are synchronicities so important for the chosen ones? They serve as spiritual compasses, directing us to the path we should follow. They give us the confidence that we are being guided and protected on our journey. When you start to notice these events, it is crucial to trust and follow the signs that are being presented. Ignoring these synchronicities can lead to missing important opportunities and deviating from your true path. Furthermore, synchronicities can serve as a source of inspiration and motivation. Knowing that you are being guided by greater forces can give you a sense of purpose and determination, helping you to overcome obstacles and challenges more easily. They can also strengthen your faith, reaffirming your connection with the divine and your spiritual mission. For the chosen ones, these synchronicities are not just isolated events, but a continuous chain of signs that reinforce their role and purpose in the world. They are constant reminders that you are not alone, that there is a greater plan at work, and that you are exactly where you are supposed to be, doing exactly what you are supposed to be doing. 5. Resilience and determination. The mark of the chosen. Resilience and determination are crucial attributes that set the chosen apart from the rest. These individuals have an extraordinary ability to face challenges and obstacles with an inner strength that seems inexhaustible. But what does it really mean to be resilient and determined? And how do these attributes manifest themselves in the lives of those who are considered chosen? Resilience is, in essence, the ability to bounce back from adversity, crises, and difficulties. It's not just about hanging in there, but about learning and growing from difficult experiences. The word resilience comes from the Latin resiliere, which means to turn back. However, in the spiritual and emotional context, it implies much more than a simple return to a previous state. It is about transformation, about emerging stronger and wiser. The chosen are often subjected to trials and tribulations that test their faith, patience, and willpower. It is at these times that resilience becomes evident. They know that every challenge is an opportunity for spiritual growth, and that pain and suffering have a greater purpose. As it says in Romans chapter 8, verse 28, "We know that God works all things together for good to those who love Him, to those who have been called according to His purpose." Determination, on the other hand, is the ability to stay focused and persevere in the face of obstacles. It is what prevents the chosen from giving up on their goals and life mission, even when the path seems unbearably difficult. Determination is fueled by unwavering faith and a clear vision of one's purpose. It is this clarity that allows the chosen ones to move forward, even when everything around them seems to be falling apart. Consider the story of Job, a classic example of resilience and determination. He lost everything: his family, his health, his possessions. Yet he kept his faith and his integrity. In Job chapter 19, verse 25, he declares, "I know that my Redeemer lives and that in the end he will stand on the earth." This unwavering confidence is the mark of a chosen one. Job not only survived his trials but emerged from them stronger and with a deeper understanding of his relationship with God. Resilience and determination are also evident in contemporary figures who face social injustice, illness, and other forms of adversity. Think of leaders like Nelson Mandela, who spent 27 years in prison but never gave up his fight against apartheid. His resilience and determination not only kept him alive, but also inspired millions of people around the world. For those who identify themselves as chosen, resilience and determination are like muscles that need to be exercised regularly. Meditation, prayer, and doing acts of kindness are ways of strengthening these attributes. When you face a challenge, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I grow from this experience? And always remember the words of Philippians chapter 4, verse 13. I can do all things through Him who strengthens me. Healing ability. Often the chosen ones possess the gift of healing, whether through words, energies, or therapeutic practices. The ability to heal is a profound and significant gift that many chosen people possess. This ability goes beyond simple physical help. It extends to emotional, mental, and spiritual healing. Healing can occur in various forms, including words, energies, and therapeutic practices, and is a clear manifestation of a deep connection with the divine. In the Bible, we find remarkable examples of healing. Jesus Christ is the most prominent example of a healer. In John 14:12, Jesus said, "Truly, truly, I say to you, he who believes in me, the works that I do, he will do also, and greater works than these he will do, because I go to the Father." This shows us that the ability to heal is not restricted to divine figures. It is accessible to all those who have faith and are in tune with their spiritual purpose. To develop this ability, it is essential to first understand that healing begins within ourselves. As the Greek philosopher Socrates said, "Know thyself." Self-knowledge is the foundation. When we understand our own wounds, longings, and blockages, we become more effective instruments for helping others. Personal healing is an ongoing process that prepares us to be a channel of healing for others. Words are powerful healing tools. In Proverbs 16:24 it says, "Pleasant words are like honeycomb. They are sweet to the soul and medicine to the body." Our words can bring comfort, hope, and encouragement. They can transform lives. The ability to listen actively and respond with empathy is a healing gift that should not be underestimated. In times of pain, words of comfort can be the bridge to emotional and spiritual recovery. Energy healing, on the other hand, involves manipulating subtle energies to restore balance and harmony. Practices such as Reiki, pranic healing, and other forms of energy therapy are examples of how the chosen ones can use this skill. These practices have roots in ancient traditions and are recognized for their power to promote well-being and health. The ability to channel healing energy requires a deep connection with one's own vital energy and a clear intention to serve the greater good. Therapeutic practices such as massage therapy, acupuncture, and holistic therapy are also ways in which the chosen ones can exercise their gift of healing. These practices recognize the interconnection between the body, mind, and spirit, and work to harmonize all these aspects. Dedication to these practices requires study, discipline, and a heart for service. Being a healer also involves discernment and responsibility. It is crucial to understand that healing does not come from us but through us. We are channels for a greater force. Humility and gratitude are essential on this path. Recognizing that we are instruments of the divine keeps us aligned with our purpose and avoids selfishness. 7. Future vision. The chosen can see beyond the obvious. Foresight is a quality that resonates deeply with the chosen ones. It's like possessing an internal beacon that illuminates not only the immediate path, but also the directions and possibilities that extend beyond the visible horizon. This gift allows the chosen ones to understand and anticipate events more clearly and accurately, being able to make decisions that benefit both themselves and others. Having a vision of the future doesn't just mean predicting what will happen, but also understanding the implications and potential of each choice and action. This involves a deep understanding of universal laws and a keen sensitivity to pick up on the signs and trends unfolding around you. In my experience as a spiritual mentor, I have seen how this quality can transform lives. I remember once, about 20 years ago, when I was mentoring a young man called Raphael. He had an incredible ability to see beyond the present and was always concerned about the impact of his actions on the future. However, he was still learning to fully trust his vision. In one session, we discussed the importance of balancing this vision with action in the present. Raphael began to apply this guidance in his life, and today he is a respected community leader, guiding others with his clear and compassionate vision. It is vital that you, who feel drawn to these words, begin to cultivate your vision of the future. This doesn't mean living in the future, but rather allowing your perceptions of what is to come to inform and guide your actions in the present. The practice of meditation can be a powerful tool in this process. By silencing the mind and opening the heart, you can connect with universal wisdom and receive valuable insights into your path. The prophet Isaiah in Isaiah chapter 40 and verse 31 said, "But those who hope in the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint." This passage reminds us that by aligning ourselves with divinity and allowing the vision of the future to guide us, we are enabled to overcome obstacles and reach new horizons. To develop this ability, it is important that you trust your intuition and pay attention to the synchronicities that occur around you. These moments of alignment between what you feel and what is happening in the world are signs that you are on the right track. Have the courage to follow these signs, even if they sometimes seem challenging or don't make immediate sense. 8. Constant search for spiritual evolution. The constant search for spiritual evolution is one of the clearest signs that you may be a chosen one. This incessant desire to grow and connect with your divine essence is not a common experience for everyone. It is a special calling that resides deep within you. Spiritual evolution is not a destination, but a continuous journey, full of learning, challenges, and moments of self-reflection. To begin with, it's important to understand that spiritual evolution is an individual and unique process for each person. There is no right or wrong path. What matters is your commitment to personal growth and transformation. The Bible tells us in Matthew chapter 5, verse 6, "Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they shall be filled." This verse reflects the essence of the spiritual quest, an insatiable hunger and thirst for something greater, for a purpose that transcends the materiality of everyday life. One sign that you are in constant search of spiritual evolution is your interest in practices that promote introspection and connection with the divine. Meditation, prayer, reading sacred texts, and even activities such as walking in nature can be ways of connecting with your divine essence. These moments of stillness and reflection are opportunities to listen to the inner voice, the one that is often drowned out by the noise of the outside world. The quest for spiritual evolution also involves a willingness to learn and grow with others. As social beings, our interactions and relationships are fundamental to our spiritual development. Proverbs chapter 27, verse 17 states, "As iron sharpens iron, so a man sharpens his companion." This passage reminds us that our relationships can be catalysts for our evolution, challenging us to be better and to learn from shared experiences. Another crucial aspect of the quest for spiritual evolution is the ability to forgive and release resentments. Carrying hurts and grudges can be a major obstacle on the path to spiritual growth. Ephesians chapter 4, verse 32 exhorts us, "But be kind to one another, merciful, forgiving one another, just as God also in Christ forgave you." Forgiveness is a powerful spiritual practice that liberates the soul and allows you to move forward on your journey of evolution. The constant search for spiritual evolution also manifests itself in the form of a desire to serve and help others. Acts of charity, volunteering, and simply being there for those in need are ways of expressing your spirituality and growing through service. This altruism not only benefits others, but also nourishes your own soul, providing a sense of purpose and fulfillment.